once again, you'll be able to see the fifth quarter worship event following tonight's match here at Valor. Should be just a great night to celebrate the Lord here at Valor with prayer and baptism and just everything involved. And a special night here at the high school right after this soccer match. Polium in goal once again for Chatfield, and hoping to get some help from her defense, and she has tonight so far. As Chatfield keeping Valor away from getting good looks, and then back the other way. Here come the Chargers. Broken up by the Eagles. You may be able to hear the head coaches on the turf just talking about controlling the pace of this game. And right now, Chatfield doing a nice job, but back the other way, here come the Eagles. They set it up, but Chatfield is there to disrupt things a little bit. And the defense for Valor is trying to clear it out. A bar. One of the key players on this team. Back the other way, Chatfield. Ella Ashuri. And now Fleetmeyer. And the defense for Chatfield breaking it up. Dodge. Back and forth we go. As you see, both defenses doing a nice job. Keeping it generally in the midfield. As both will try to continue to work on the opponent as they try to find a crack in the wall here early on in this match. A bar now. A bar at the V, and she boots it downfield, and a good opportunity for the Eagles. Can't get a shot off. Nice hustle by Chatfield, but that is exactly what Brett O'Connor wants to do. He wants his team to force it downfield at least 5 times to the end line. And that will kind of set the tone and the tempo and the pace for his team the rest of the way. So we have a corner kick here. The Eagles will try to find the net here. That's not going to work out for him. Chatfield is there on defense, but here come the Eagles. Spacing it out, setting up their defense with Nunley. Nunley fires it, and Polium comes up with it for another save here early on in this match once again. And boots it downfield. Wood will get it out of there. Here come the Eagles once again. Trying to break free is Bogdan. Broken up, and Mullen is there for Chatfield, along with Dodge. Back the other way. Ashuri for the Eagles, and Bundy. Bundy centers it, intercepted by the Chargers. And here they come with Dodge. Trying to set up Dodge, and they get to the end line. And Chatfield trying to match Valor's intensity and tempo in a scoreless match so far. as Alexis Wood boots it away. One of the captains continues to fight, stolen away. Another nice defensive play by Mullen. So you can feel it now, the pressure by both teams, working hard to try to establish some position. As Mullen will throw it in. They'll try to set something up here. Shot toward Wood. It's not going to get there. Nice defense by Valor. Back the other way. Getting downfield. Once again, this is exactly what they're trying to do. Just pressure, get to the end line. So they have a good look at the net, which they will here. Another opportunity for the Eagles with 26 and a half minutes to go in the first half from Valor Christian High School. Here's a look right in front of the net on Pulliam, and it'll dribble out of bounds. So fortunately for Pulliam, Valor could not get a good look right there and square it up to fire off a shot. And Chatfield will keep on charging here early in this one. In this conference game. Stolen away by Shuri. Shuri shoots! And that one just above the net. Wow, what a shot. Right above Pulliam. And a nice job by the keeper. And a good look, good shot. Clear shot. Here comes Valor again. With Bogdan. And a Shuri. Bogdan and Shuri fighting for a position. He'll go the other way now. Chatfield kind of escaped on that possession right there. Valor had a couple of good opportunities. So Chatfield trying to match that here on offense. Dodge on this right wing, along with Mullen for Chatfield and Jampgard. And Wood will get it going again for the Eagles. So they've got, let's see, they've advanced to the end line, I think 3 or 4 times, and the pressure, you can feel it now mounting as Valor continues to work hard to get in a situation where they can set up a corner kick or put the pressure on Pulliam. Chatfield can feel it now. Kind of tripped up here. Here's the Shuri. Centers it over to Barr. Somehow, some way, Chatfield has fended off the Eagles. And they boot it out of that territory, and Valor will go again here. They'll try to attack. Shuri and Metz now. Katie Metz, the junior forward. Fog is cleared a little bit. Beautiful night. A little chilly, but when you're running and sprinting and working hard, it probably doesn't feel that cold. Nice night to play. This one is booted out of bounds. And Pulliam for Chatfield. We'll kick it downfield. So both teams kind of feeling the defense out a little bit. And Shuri continues to work. Abar, I should say. CC Abar, the sophomore forward. That's a Shuri. A Shuri up ahead. And this will go Chatfield's direction. But I think they feel confident with what they're able to do as far as the pressure right now. Starting to establish something and looking for that one good opportunity here in the first half. Once again, Coach O'Connor wants his team to score one goal in each half, and they feel like they'll be in good shape. Chatfield working hard to deny the Eagles. Hazel Sarnin for Chatfield, and then out of bounds here with 21 minutes, just over 21 minutes to play in the first half on this special fifth quarter worship night. This event here at Valor Christian, following the action here on the pitch. This is going to be a good opportunity, you would think, for Valor right now. Chatfield, you're going to do whatever they can to deny, but they're looking for a good opportunity and a good look here. Nunley out there for Valor, along with Metz. Back the other way, Chatfield. Here come the Eagles again. Miller, Matty Miller up ahead. Sure he can't get there. So the chess match and the effort continues from both sides. Nice job by the Eagles here, putting the pressure on, intercepting it. Just trying to set up their offense. Here's a good look. Here's an opportunity for the Eagles. The shot, and wow, what a save by Pulliam. Oh, my goodness. Wow. The Eagles had an unbelievable opportunity, but Pulliam right there to make the play. This corner kick opportunity floats up too high, and Pulliam escapes that one. Boy, the freshman goalkeeper with a big save. "19 minutes to play in the first half. Two good opportunities for Valor, but credit Pulliam for the saves for Chatfield. Pretty impressive for a freshman. Now the Eagles try to prevent Chatfield from advancing further, and the Chargers in a good position now. Amador checks into the game, along with Rachel Sager. Sager is the sophomore forward. Once again, Chatfield going for their third win of the season. They're 2-7-2, 1-3 in the conference, going for their second conference victory. This would be a mild upset if they can find a way to defeat Valor. But right now, the Eagles fighting hard and trying to capitalize on those great looks and shots here in the first half. Katie Metz over here on the bottom of your screen on the left wing. Great effort so far. Now Chatfield. We're doing a good job trying to slow down Valor. Once again, here's where you could just feel it starting to work right now for the Eagles. Up ahead, that would have been a great opportunity for Kubik, who's on the pitch right now. Lauren, the senior forward. And Chatfield trying to get back downfield. You can see the physical play right now. But the Eagles putting the pressure on, trying to discourage the Chargers as much as possible. And a good job by the Eagles. Not making it easy for Chatfield right now. And Nunley, one of those Eagles, doing a nice job in the hustle downfield. And Wood will come out and boot it downfield. Well, the rain is held off, thankfully. Got some fog. But once again, really nice conditions if you're hustling up and down north and south on a soccer pitch and working hard to pull off a victory in Colorado high school girls soccer. Here's Chatfield. And now Valor back the other way, and Chatfield continues to put the pressure on, but once again, Ashuri up ahead, setting it up. A good opportunity for the Eagles here. Here's a shot and blocked by Chatfield, and then out of bounds. Good pressure once again. They're knocking on the door. They just haven't broken in yet. Ashuri, the corner kick. And here's a good opportunity. Good shot in the header and the score. And the goal for the Eagles off the corner. What a kick, and what a shot. Looked like a header, but the goal for Valor.
Yeah, their numbers are like 5 inches.
Looking for the official score here. Hallie Sleesman is there, the sophomore forward for the goal after 3 or 4 opportunities. You could feel it coming for the Eagles, and they take advantage on that one past Pulliam, and they lead it 1-0 with 13:58 to go in the first half.
No, I have 2. I have 2 on already. I have gloves in my car. Yeah.
All right, we've got a good one here. Valor has already accomplished what their coach wants them to try to do here in the first half. Get downfield at least 5 times to the end line and score the first goal in each half. But here comes Chatfield. They're going to try to answer. But a nice goal after the corner kick for the Eagles. Glad you joined us. Valor in their blues and Chatfield in their visiting whites. as Valor goes for win number 6 on the season. 2 losses, 2 draws on the year, and in the conference 2-1-1 for Brett O'Connor. And Glenn Goodner in his first year for Chatfield, his team playing very well right now against a very talented Valor team. Kubik back the other way for Valor. You can see how physical it's getting out there for both teams. Fighting hard here in late April. Metz throws it in. And Emma Van Bramer on the pitch. Trying to set up her Eagles as well. But the Chargers not going away. In the last 5 to 7 minutes, you could just feel the intensity from the Valor offense on that end. And Pulliam probably could feel it as well. The keeper from Chatfield right now trying to clear it out of there as the Chargers keep working. Fog now kind of hovering a little lower. Can't see part of the field. It's a little foggy on one end, one corner. Back the other way. Here come the Eagles. Broken up. Aggressive play by the Eagles. Hallie Sleesman, the sophomore, with the goal for the home team. This is a special night. The 5th quarter worship event coming up following the game, and you'll be able to see it here on this live stream. Here come the Chargers. And Metz out there setting it up now. Boots it downfield. Chargers trying to turn them away. Eagles with their spacing. Interrupting that, though, is the Chargers. Coming up big there was Roser, one of their best players. Harper Roser. She breaks it up. Now Chatfield trying hard to advance it, see if they can get a good look. Finally get some pressure on Alexis Wood, but so far haven't been able to do that. But right now, here a look, and it rolls into Wood. That was about the closest that Chatfield has come to getting an opportunity here in the first half. 1-0. Valor leads with the sleet and fog coming from the north, moving north to south here on the pitch.
But it's really bad on the viewfinder. It almost looks like it's
here come the Chargers, setting it up. 3 defenders there for Valor. Nice job by Ashuri. Here comes Ashuri. Wow, look at the control. And up ahead, you can see how aggressive she is, and the Eagles are just whatever they can to get to the end line so they can set up another chance. Here come the Chargers, muscling their way down there and kicking it out of bounds and doing a nice job preventing the Chargers from getting a good look here. Jampgard comes back into the game along with Louie. Claire Louie is a senior midfielder for Chatfield. Just under 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. here at Valor Christian. Chargers trying to put it together, but Valor's defenders just staying aggressive and staying after the Chargers right now, disrupting them. Very discouraging for Chatfield right now. Valor with the 1-0 lead. As Kubik on the left wing looks like she's ready to make something happen here. Wood downfield. Here comes Kubik. Nope. Intercepted by Chatfield, but here's Kubik. Chatfield turns her away, but back the other way. Here we go. Kubik. And then out of bounds. But you can see how they are advancing and trying to set up their offense here. Ashuri controls it, dribbles. Looking for a teammate here. Pressured by Chatfield. And then downfield to the end line. Keeping it alive and then out of bounds. Great speed from both teams right now.
Substitution number 2, Madison Miller.
Maddie Miller comes in now, the junior defenseman. She enters the game. Eagles trying to up their lead with their second goal, putting the pressure on the Chargers as the fog is rolling in a little thicker right now. And the wind is blowing harder from the north to the south. And heading south are the Chargers. Tough defense from Valor, but Chatfield up ahead. But the defenders from Valor just doing a magnificent job right now. Setting that wall in front of Wood on the defensive end. But Chatfield feels like if they can keep on playing hard, something may break here and get an opportunity. And here's another good chance for Sarno and the Chargers. Wood, she's fired up. In goal, and here comes Wood. Takes it off the first bounce. And the Chargers denied on that one. Back the other way. Eagles up ahead. More pressure. Here come the Valor Eagles. Good look. And the save from Polium. Nice job by both sides on that one. Aggressive offense. And then Polium, the freshman, making the save for Chatfield. Knocked to the ground. No whistle. Good physical play out there. There's a shot. Left foot too far to the left. But Valor doing what their head coach needs them to do this evening. Kubik, once again, is a senior forward. Lauren just made that shot. Five minutes to go in the first half. Blake Olson with you, along with Mike Harity from Localized Media here on Valor Sports. In a big night here at the stadium. Fifth quarter worship event coming up after this. Conference soccer game, Colorado High School girls soccer. Chatfield hoping they can get a look here and turned away once again by the Eagles. Nice job by the Eagles defenders. And setting it up on the far sideline. Trying to create some space. Looking for their teammates. The hustle again by Maddie Miller and Alexis Wood. Keeper, 4 minutes to go in the first half. With a 1-goal lead, 1-0 on the Chargers. And a very good half of soccer here from both sides. And Valor with 3 or 4 opportunities. They were able to take advantage of one. And that's what their coach is looking for. Measurable goals the rest of the way. Chatfield's Glenn Goodner knows his team. They're going to play hard, both halves, all the way through. You never know what's going to happen. But you have to keep on fighting to try to break that 1-goal lead before the half with 3 minutes to play before halftime. Jump Guard along with Sarno and Roser, Dodge, and Hawkins trying to make something happen along with Mullen for Chatfield. Here's Louie. Patience by Chatfield. Champ Guard. Stolen away by Valor. Tough defense. Kubik. Along with Beeler. Senior defenseman. Kubik, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Fleetmeyer. Rolls it over to Chatfield, and here come the Chargers. Running out of time here in the first half, trying to match Valor's intensity and see if they can get a shot on Wood. Up ahead. Eagles doing a nice job on defense. You can see it right there. Another steal. Interrupting Chatfield's flow, and Wood out to her teammate. Here comes the pressure from the Chargers. And booted out of bounds. 1 minute to go in the first half. Chatfield and Valor in Colorado girls soccer here in the special event, 5th quarter worship event. Soccer and then the worship event coming up following tonight's soccer game. Great match so far. Competitive. Running out of time here. Back the other way, Valor. 27 seconds to play. The defenders from Valor, they've done a great job so far tonight. Right when you think Chatfield may have a chance, the Eagles are there. And 5 seconds to play. And that will do it for the first half here as the Eagles with the 1-0 lead going into halftime and feeling pretty good about themselves with their measurable goals. The Coach O'Connor is placed in front of them, getting the pressure on the Chatfield Chargers downfield, setting good looks up, and right now they're in good shape as they enter the second half. And we're going to come back with the second half of play in about 10 minutes, actually about under 10 minutes, and we will have more action from Valor Christian High School. We're watching Valor Christian girls soccer here in Colorado against the Chatfield Chargers. Stay with us.
Yep.
And welcome back to Valor Christian High School. Beautiful day if you love foggy and misty and rainy cold weather in the spring. And these young ladies are doing a great job tonight competing here in late April. Chatfield in the white uniforms, Valor in the blue. It's a special night, fifth quarter worship event following the match tonight. And I saw a football game one time. I think it was the Chicago Bears. And Mike, do you remember who they were playing? But remember the fog game? This is, and maybe it been, it possibly was the Vikings. But that's what I feel like I'm looking at right now, because the fog or mist, whatever it is, it's getting a little thicker out there with the lights on now as it gets a little darker tonight. And Valor with the big first half with the pressure on Chatfield, leading 1-0, and the Chargers trying to fight back here in the second as we are just underway. It is chilly. Reese Nelson, our great producer and videographer, is kind of freezing out there with his hands, but he's doing a wonderful job tonight keeping it going. The Fog Bowl was that famous NFC divisional playoff game in 1988 between the Bears and the Eagles. It was the Eagles. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right here. I can see all the players clearly if they're on the bottom of the screen, but you get over in the corners and it's a little more difficult. Here's a look for Chatfield right in front of Wood and bounces out to the right. Thankfully for the Eagles, but a nice job by the Chargers as they try to tie it here in the second half early on. Alexis Wood, senior keeper, kicks it away, and the Chargers come out with plenty of fire and electricity against the Eagles. They know they're going to have to do something early against this talented Valor side in this half, and they are playing extremely aggressive right now. If they want to come away with a victory today on the road, they're going to have to keep the pressure on the Eagles here. Back the other way, here comes Chatfield, broken up by Valor. Chatfield centering it. Good look. Physical play. Body's going to the turf. Tough defense by the Eagles. Chatfield working hard. Keeping it on their half. Great job dribbling. Here's a little look and headed out by the Eagles. Those defenders have been wonderful tonight for Valor, but Chatfield feeling a little confident right now. They've been on this half early on in this second half, coming out of the warm locker room into the cooler conditions tonight, ready to compete and try to tie this match up. Here's Wood. Boots it away, and
I wouldn't want that baggage.
Back come the Eagles. To the turf is Beeler, Addison Beeler.
Ranked number 1.
She's back up. working hard, dodge for Chatfield, and then knocked out of bounds by Nunley. Officially 36 minutes to go in the second half. Back the other way, Miller. Should say dodge. And the Eagles try to get to the end line. Trying to set up that corner kick once again. 35-42 officially in the second half. Can the Eagles put the pressure on Pulliam once again? That Keith Wall just gave me a note, $5 for a for a Fog Bowl reference. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. The older you get, you know, you start appreciating things that you remember. You know, needless, mindless history in sports. All right, you can see the fog really getting thick now in that corner. Great chance for the Eagles in front of the net. Can they get it in there? And they do. It looks like a goal for the Eagles. Once again, past Pulliam. And was that another one for Sleesman? Sleesman was in there, but nice job by the Valor Eagles. And that corner kick came out of the clouds. And they work hard to get it past Pulliam for the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I can barely see.
Second Valor goal comes with 34 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the second half.
Chatfield will try to answer now. Big hole to dig out of. But they have the fight in them for Coach Goodner's team, and Brett O'Connor has to feel really good about his team right now. Leading 2-0 early in the second half. Back the other way. Good look right in front. And the save, wow. Pulliam stretches out there for Chatfield. What an effort. What a save by her. Once again, only a freshman. Great pressure from the Eagles. Here comes Valor again. Sprinting far end. Fog Bowl references tonight. I can't believe I didn't remember it was the Eagles. Now it's all coming back to me. I knew it was Chicago, obviously, in Soldier Field.
Dark blues, especially.
Oh. All right, don't forget we have the special fifth quarter worship event coming up after this match. Back the other way, Chatfield.
That's what I've been doing.
They're going to keep working. They had some success in that first half in front of Wood, but they just couldn't get it past her.
Sprinkling a little bit.
Had a couple of opportunities, but Valor, once again, here they come. And tough defense, great effort by Chatfield.
Troubleshoot.
Sarnow, so Sarnow working hard, and here we go from the corner. Headed out. Chatfield is going to survive that scare. Nice job by the Chargers, but here come the Eagles. They have put their foot on the gas here in the second half with 32 minutes to go. Chatfield trying to find a way here. Over to Dodge. Dodge trying to get there and pushes the Eagle to the turf, and the whistle blows. Paige Bundy goes to the turf, gets back up, thankfully, after Dodge pushes her from behind. Actually, Fleetmeyer, one of the twins. Twins Kate and Kennedy Fleetmeyer. So she's back up, bounces back up. Dodge a header back the other way on that half. But the Eagles trying to advance it up ahead to their half, and they've been successful so far with the 2-0 lead. Setting up their offense, but Dodge comes over, intercepts it. Valor is there to space it out. Spacing is beautiful. Here's Wood. Little challenging right now for Chatfield. Up ahead. Back the other way, the Chargers. See if they can get through that double team. Here's an opportunity for Chatfield now. They have a little room to work. You can see the defense tough from Valor. Here's a shot toward Wood. And that one off to the right. A little wide right. So Chatfield, plenty of time to come back. 29-45 officially in the second half. But it's going to be difficult. But if you're going to come back, this is a way to do it from the corner. Here's a look right in front of Wood, and Wood comes up with it with the save for the Eagles. Nice job by Wood. Back the other way. Eagles pressing. Cawthron. Lila, the senior defender, kicks it out. Defenders from Chatfield doing a good job right now, holding off the Eagles. 28-53 to go in the first half. Valor leads it 2-0 in the Fog Bowl. The girls' soccer version of it. Man, it's dramatic, though. It does look like the UK. The Premier League. Here we go. Far end. In the corner once again. And both the Chargers and Eagles hustling down there on that far end. Trying to stay warm. The hands are freezing. The legs are freezing. But if you're moving around, you're running up and down, it's probably not as bad as it is in the stands, or if you're running one of the cameras like Reese Nelson is here at Valor Christian High School. It's a little different than the indoor soccer that Reese has been shooting the past 3 months. He's probably wishing he was in that Jefferson County field house right now. But he's getting some good shots for us right now as Valor tries to up their lead. But Chatfield will not go away. Tough defense. You can see where they have the talent, Chatfield, and they just continue to improve for their first-year head coach, Glenn Goodner. He likes the improvement and the work ethic of his team. Once again, he was an assistant before becoming the head coach. And Brett O'Connor from Valor, they are doing almost everything that he's asked them to do this evening.
I could barely see it.
As the lights shine through the fog here. And both the Chargers and Eagles emerging out of that fog on the far end. Back the other way.
It's all the other end zone.
Now, I was having a tough time finding the ball as well, and so was Reese. And Wood rolled it out.
Around the far side of the field. I have no idea.
And now on the right half of your screen, and Fowler pressing. And coming up, and here's a shot and a goal for the Valor Eagles. In the fog with 3 goals on the afternoon. The Eagles.
Eagle goal lead comes with 25 minutes and 48 seconds left in the second half.
So 3 goals on the board for Valor. And the Eagles have done a great job with their aggressive play and attacking Pulliam this evening to find the net. And in the fog, you have all these Eagles just working so hard to build a 3-0 lead here on their home pitch. Once again, Maddie Miller and Addison Lloyd and Lauren Kubik, Hallie Sleesman, Addison Beeler, Emma Bramer, just to name a few. A couple of 3 or 4 seniors there and a sophomore working hard with Alexis Wood. Juju Mahan and Mia Lozano, along with Paige Bundy and Mallory Hallway. Cece Abar, a sophomore forward. Katie Metz, the junior forward. Really good side from Valor, as Wood will haul it in. Riley Bogdan and Addison Isis. Ella Ashuri has had a big night tonight, the junior midfielder. And the twins, Kennedy Fleetmeyer and Kate Fleetmeyer, the sophomore forwards. Josephine Nunley, the forward midfielder. All working together for Brett O'Connor tonight with a very commanding 3-0 lead here in the second half. Back the other way, Chatfield chasing after it. Been a great second half. 2 goals after a 1-0 lead at halftime. 24 minutes to play in the match.
Chatfield substitutes number 6, Sienna Vanneman. Number 9, Lexi Amador. For the Eagles, Alice Lloyd. Number 3, number 9, Emma Van Bramer. Number 11, Mia Lozano. 13, Mallory Hallway.
Sienna Veneman comes in for Chatfield. Once again, a reminder, the 5th quarter worship event coming up after this soccer match on this live stream from Valor Christian High School.
Upcoming quarter for the Eagles.
All right, another opportunity for Valor. corner and a header, and that one bounces out. And Pulliam, I'm sure, is thankful for that, as Valor has taken advantage of that this evening a couple of times and found the net and scored. Been so aggressive tonight, hitting those measurables once again. You can just feel it. It's a specific science, and you can just see the flow of the game. And watch the real estate throughout the evening as Valor has kind of stolen that away from Chatfield tonight, especially here in the second half. It all comes from hard work and defense like you're seeing here. Right when Chatfield has a little confidence and they get it going, then Valor's there to turn them away. Back the other way. Here's the bar. So that one rolls out. And the Eagles try to set their offense up again with Sleesman, who scored tonight.
And the most recent goal by Ella Shuri.
So Paige Bundy officially with the second goal, and Ashuri, Ella with that second goal. So Ashuri and Bundy to go along with Sleesman in the first goal. In the fog. Back the other way. Here's the Shuri again. Shuri's fun to watch over the left wing. Chatfield clearing it out. Valor is there, trying to take time off the clock and prevent Chatfield from getting down to the other half. They have been exceptional here in the second half. They continue to improve, both these teams, as they get ready for the postseason and actually a league tournament coming up, which should help both teams. Pressure from the defense. Vanneman for Chatfield, working hard. Lloyd for Valor. Back the other way. Here comes Valor, and that one's going to roll out of bounds. It's all about the clock at this point, with 19:37 to go in the match. Chatfield trying to fight their way back. In the fog as it thickens right now. Back the other way on the left half of the pitch. Sophia Pulliam for Chatfield has had a tough night with all that pressure in front of her. A young player, she's going to obviously continue to grow and improve as a freshman, but right now, tough night taking on this talented Valor Christian Eagle side. And the last thing she wants to see right now is more pressure from the Eagles. But here come the Chargers trying to see if they can cut this lead. But the defenders from Valor, once again, doing their job. Eagles sprinting down the field and out of bounds. With a comfortable lead with 18 minutes to play in the second half. Reminder, the special fifth quarter worship event coming up. Live event that you don't want to miss on this Friday night in late April. Come the Chargers on the far sideline. Right in near the official, and then looks like Chargers will maintain possession here and set up a opportunity they've been looking for. With a little real estate to work with. So Wood will prepare herself for anything now. As this shot flies into the air and Wood knocks it out of bounds. I think it hit the upright, the goal post, and then bounces out. Great job by Alexis Wood, the senior.
Upcoming corner kick for the Chargers.
Now from the corner. Chargers shot right in front. Turned away. Big defense from Valor. Chargers trying to do whatever they can to get a shot off on Wood, who's had a big night for the Eagles. Second half. Clock ticking down with 15:48 to play in the match. Another chance for the Chargers as Wood awaits in the box. May be tough to see in this fog. Here's a shot. And Charger couldn't get in front of it, and Wood survives that one. With a nice 3-0 lead. Another corner for Chatfield. Here's this shot right in front of Wood. And it ricochets out. And right in front of Wood again. Turned away. Back the other way. Here come the Eagles. Putting the pressure on. And out of bounds.
Eagles substitutions, number 8, Addison Bueller, 16, Riley Bogdan, and number 22, Kate Fleetmeyer.
Beeler, Bogdan, and Fleetmeyer come in. Kate Fleetmeyer for Valor. Katie Metz set to throw it in for the Eagles. Back the other way. Chatfield. Up ahead. Defense awaits for Valor. Beeler. Bottom of your screen. Sarnow knocked it out of bounds for Chatfield. Up ahead, here come the Eagles. Can they get past the Chargers? Chargers kick it back out, but inching their way down with 13 and a half minutes to go in the match. The Eagles setting up another possible shot on Polium. Ashuri now. Here's Ashuri. She handles. Right wing. And knocked out of bounds. Ashuri will take it to the corner.
Valor Christian corner. Ella Ashuri.
So here we go. Ashuri's kick right in front of the net and back out to Ashuri now. Now Ashuri makes a nice move. Centers it right in front of the net. Chatfield trying to get it out of there. Trying to help out their keeper, Pulliam. Ashuri will have another chance.
Another corner for Ashuri.
In the fog, here we go. Can Ashuri connect here? That one was close, but rejected.
Number 4, Hazel Sarno.
11:47 to go, 3-0, Valor. Pulliam wants to get out of this one. Tired of those corner kicks from Valor. Eagles putting on the pressure. Impressive lead right now against Chatfield. As the Chargers once again going for their third victory of the season. And Valor looking to up their record to 6-2-2 and 3-1-1 in conference play. Foggy girls soccer going on right now here at Valor Christian as the Chatfield Chargers trying to come back. Still hope, there's still time. Here is the pressure from Chatfield, back the other way. Push to the turf was Sager. And here comes the Eagles. The Chargers with a chance. Trying to speed there to get to Wood and can't get there in time, and Wood comes out to haul it in and boots it away. Chargers trying to find some energy right now. 10 minutes to play in the match. In the fog, here come the Chargers, and the defenders from Valor just so impressive. Denied once again, that's discouraging. Bogdan and Ashuri, I think, and then out of bounds on the far sideline. I'm not going to tell any stories. This is difficult with the numbers right now with the fog. But it is a dramatic scene here on a great night for music, faith, and worship. Tonight coming up after this match against Chatfield. Credit Chatfield for working hard, and they will not quit. Back the other way, Vanneman. Vanneman trying to find her teammate. Defense comes up for Valor. Centering it. Here's a shot, and it rolls right in to Wood for the save. The senior has been outstanding for the Eagles. Can the Eagles get down there and find the net again on Pulliam? Right now, the defense from the Chargers helping their keeper out, giving her a little breathing room. With 8 minutes to play in the match. as the fog is really getting thick now, blowing from the north to south. Breaking out of the clouds, the Eagles. Kubik trying to control it, stolen away by Sarnell. Up ahead, Vanneman centers it, and then the Eagles are there to boot it away. Sleesman has had a big night for Valor. In this one, their 10th game of the season.
Ellie Dodge checks in for Chatfield.
Wood will come out. This one not even close, but had to get something off and try to put some pressure on the Eagles. Right now, Valor in control. But they know they can't slip up with 6:57 to go in the match, leading 3-0. And I would imagine kind of taking a positive step forward with a possible victory tonight for Brett O'Connor. He's telling his players, nice job, great work tonight by Ashuri. Coming off to the bench, along with her teammate Beeler. Right in front now. Couldn't connect and square up. And this one rolls to the far sideline. The Eagles with control right now, up ahead. And Polium finds it, and we have 6 minutes to play in the match between Chatfield and Valor on this 5th quarter worship event night, coming up right after the match, live on this live stream. Back the other way, Dodge. Here comes Chatfield, trying to break free. Sarnell, the shot, and wide right. Would not be a issue for Wood. And in comes Louis, Claire Louis, the senior midfielder. And Wood will kick it away.
Claire Louis checks in for the Chargers.
Chargers fighting hard. Here come the Eagles from Valor. Kicked out of bounds.
Our Chatfield substitution number 6, Sienna Vanneman.
Sienna Vanneman back in the game, the senior. Can Chatfield score one goal tonight, cut the lead? So far not working out on that half. Four minutes to go in the match. Harper Roser comes in. Both these teams working hard late in this match. It doesn't matter what the score is. They're fighting hard to try to cut the lead. Chatfield and Valor fighting hard to pull off the shutout here and prevent Chatfield from celebrating anything. They don't want them to score tonight. Feeling good about their performance this evening. 3 minutes to play. Back the other way. Eagles setting it up. Chargers there. And Valor working hard. Little bend. Will they break? Here come the Eagles. Trying to set it up. Tough defense from Chatfield. Centering it. Here's a look and a shot. And saved by Pulliam. Good look. And nice job by Pulliam from Chatfield. As Valor had a good look right there. Leading 3-0 with just 2 minutes to play in the match. With the 5th quarter worship event coming up. Valor playing very well in the RPI in the top 16, 17 in the state. A reminder, the worship event coming up on the YouTube channel, but we'll say goodbye at the end of this, and then it'll come back up with a separate event with the worship event. So keep it right here for the 5th quarter worship event. 1 minute to play in this one between Chatfield and Valor. The Eagles, under Brett O'Connor, they're headed to their 6th victory of the season with only 2 losses and 2 draws, and their 3rd win in the conference. It's only 1 loss and 1 tie in league play. Chatfield will fall to 2-8 and 2-8 and 1-4 in league play, but they are a very talented team. You can see all the potential and how they are going to continue to improve under Coach Goodner. They fought hard this evening in this one. 3-0. The Valor Eagles are going to win this one this evening on their home turf at Valor Christian High School against the Chatfield Chargers. And an impressive victory for the Eagles with Alexis Wood in goal and Hallie Sleesman hitting the first goal early on to start the scoring and establish everything, and the rest of the Eagles stepping up as well to win their 6th game of the season. For Mike Harity, I'm Blake Olson, and Reese Nelson working hard outside, bringing all the video and pictures for you this evening of this soccer match. We're going to continue our coverage with the special 5th quarter worship event right here on YouTube. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great night and enjoy the 5th quarter worship event.